Hello there, my name is Martin Henley. This is the What the series, and in this episode number 16, we'll be answering the question, what is competitor analysis, and is it competitor analysis that's the shortcut to your business success? So, in addressing the question, what is competitor analysis, there are 6 things we'll be sharing with you. We are going to entrepreneur.com for a definition. We're going to think about what is a competitor, why competitor analysis is so important, what to ask in your competitor analysis, how you do competitor analysis, and when to do competitor analysis. Let's go, Ricky. So, in addressing the question, what is competitor analysis, we're going to need a definition, and we found one at entrepreneur.com. And what they tell us is that competitor analysis is about identifying your competitors and evaluating their strategy to determine their strengths and weaknesses relative to your own products and services. Now, this is a great definition, and the only 2 things that I would add is that this isn't limited to your products and services. This is about everything that your company does, everything that your company offers, including the service levels. And I would also say it's not limited to the strengths and weaknesses. You need to know everything about your competitors if you're going to be successful in your business. Which brings us then to point number 2, which is the question, what is a competitor? Now, when people think about competitor analysis, they typically think about the most obvious competitors, which is competing businesses. Businesses that offer similar products or services and compete with you for your customers. But actually, competition isn't limited to other businesses that might provide similar things. Other competition might be alternative technologies. Technologies that do the things that your products or services could be doing for them, and it could be alternative methods. So if they have a challenge in their business, how are they overcoming that challenge currently? So what's important when you think about competitor analysis is you don't just think about those businesses that look like you, that sound like you, that offer similar products and services. You think about how, if this potential customer has an issue, are they overcoming that issue currently? So competitor analysis, when you do your competitor analysis, you need to think a little bit more broadly about what a competing thing might be. It might be another business, it might be another process. Which brings us then to the question, why is competitor analysis so important? And I've got 3 good reasons why you should be investing in competitor analysis. The first is about existence. Now, it's great to have an innovative new product, but the simple truth is that if nobody's making money in your market selling those solutions to your prospective customers, that tells you something about your market, i.e. that market may not exist. So if you don't have competitors, that's not good news. You want to have competition in your market. You want to see how people are making money in your market with the products and services that you're looking to provide. The second reason is about shortcutting the process to your business success. So if you want to be the best in your market, all you need to do is everything that your competitors are doing that is good, and add your 10% on top of that. Your 10% of innovation, the icing on the cake. So you do what your competitors do, which is good, you cut out everything that they do, which is bad, you add your 10% of innovation, and you will be the best in the market. The third reason is about external perspective. So we've spoken a lot in the course of these videos already about how your perspective might be different from that of your customers or of your market. And competitor analysis will show you how your competitors are talking to your market about the same things. And it might be different. So you might now have 2 ways of talking to your market, or you might have 1 way which is better. So there are 3 good reasons for you to be investing in competitor analysis. So hopefully you're hearing me and you're thinking, yes, this competitor analysis sounds really interesting, really useful, really important, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be asking. Well, you need to ask everything you can possibly imagine. The more you know about your competitors, the more successful you will be. So you want to be thinking about who your competitors are. You want to be thinking about who their customers are, who they are targeting. You want to think about what they are taking to market. What are their products and services and their solutions? You want to think about which of their products and services are most successful, most attractive, most useful to their customers. You want to think about when they go to market. You want to think about where they go to market. Which channels are they using? And you want to think about how they get their customers. So which of all of their marketing initiatives are the ones which are actually driving customers to their business? And really you want to understand why. Why is it that businesses choose their business over other businesses that might be providing similar services? Why do their customers actually buy from them? So if you know all of this about your competitors, then you are really well dressed for some really successful marketing. So now you're thinking, Martin, of course I would be much better off if I knew all of this information about my competitors, but who in their right mind is going to provide me with this information? Well, the good news is that there are a number of places that you can go to for this information. In the UK, we have a government service called Companies House, which publishes the profit and turnover results of every limited company in the country. And this will give you an idea of how they are performing, or at least how they're performing as far as the taxman is concerned. Beyond that, you can go to their website where they will list all of their products and services. This will tell you what it is that they are taking to market. You can go and subscribe to their email list, and then what will happen is every time they email people, you will know what it is that they're marketing right now, maybe what some of their customers are achieving through their products and services. You can go to their social media and follow them on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and wherever else they might be, where they will be talking about what it is that they do and what's good about what it is that they do. This will give you a sense of what their messages are. So this will give you an overall sense. But you're thinking, because you're sharp, yeah, but what they tell the taxman isn't necessarily true, and what they put out through their marketing probably isn't true. It's what their marketing thinks is interesting and useful. It will give you an indication. But if you're not happy with that, you can resort to my absolutely favorite way of doing competitor analysis, which is to pick up the phone and speak to somebody. So what you're looking for here is a mouthy salesperson. And what you need to remember is that salespeople are paid to talk to people, and typically nobody wants to talk to them. So I'm not saying you should phone up and ask them all of these questions straight off the bat. They might rumble you. In that instance, they may not want to talk. But if you phone up and you say, yeah, I'm interested in the products and services that your business provides, and you know, I'm kind of interested in marketing, and how do you do your marketing, then you can very easily get into a conversation where they will tell you everything. And if this sounds a little bit too subterfuge, if this sounds a little bit too sneaky, you should know that some industries, very competitive industries, do this regularly. The hospitality industry do this. All sorts of industries do this work because it's important to know how your competitors are doing. Now I have a for instance for you. So at one time in my life, I was selling to a business that were converting cars to run on LPG. And we had a competitor spring up in London who was doing fantastically well. So I picked up the phone and I spoke to that business, and I got hold of the business owner. And we had a conversation. I'm interested in LPG. I'm interested in, converting my car to run on petrol so that it is more energy efficient, maybe saves me some money. And we spoke and we spoke and we spoke. And within about 40 minutes, he had told me all of this information because he was proud of what he was doing. And you know why he was doing so well? He was doing so well because he was putting a 20p sticker on the bumper of every car that he was converting. And the sticker read, "I'm not paying the congestion charge, are you?" ? With his telephone number. And he claimed he was getting 20 to 30 telephone calls a day from that sticker. So in this instance, this competitor analysis gave us all of this information, and it answered the mystery. How do we reach these people? What motivates these people to convert their cars to LPG? So before you tell me, but no competitor is going to give me all of this information, try, because you will be surprised and amazed, and you will be ahead in your marketing once you have done some effective competitor analysis. Which brings us then to point number 6, finally, which is the question, when should you be doing your competitor analysis? where you should be doing your competitor analysis like we are as part of our marketing analysis, as part of a situational analysis. And you should do it regularly. So we've spoken about already, if you get yourself on the email list of your competitors, then this information or some of this information is going to come into your inbox. So what I would say is when you do your marketing analysis, you want to do an in-depth job of your competitor analysis, and then all of the time you want to have an ear out for what it is that your customers are doing. And then you need to do it at every single opportunity. So the other source that we haven't spoken about here is people who might be buying. Their customers might tell you about their business. So if you're talking to your customers, they are buying similar products and services all over the market, you should be asking the question, how are the competitors doing? What are they doing that's different? What are they doing that's new? What are they doing that's good? What are they doing that's bad? So the answer to the question, when should you be doing your competitor analysis, is do a good job now as part of your situational analysis. Do a good job regularly, keep an ear out for what they're up to, and also take every opportunity to find out what it is that your customers are doing, your competitors are doing, that's good, that's bad, that's indifferent, whatever it is they're doing, you want to know. If you are still with us, well done. You now know exactly what competitor analysis is. You know what a competitor is. You know why competitor analysis is so important. You know what you're looking to find out through your competitor analysis. You know how to do competitor analysis, and you know when to do competitor analysis, which leaves only one video left in our situational analysis series, which is what is SWOT. So make sure you join us in video number 17, what is SWOT analysis? If you have found this interesting or useful, why not take a second to like, share, subscribe, maybe comment. Maybe there's a piece of marketing jargon that you would like to see defined in this fashion. If you found this really interesting and useful, why not head across to the Effective Marketing Company blog and subscribe there, and you will get this marketing jargon bullshit busting goodness in your inbox. We're done here, Ricky.